afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Wonderful weather outside, but we do have breaking news this afternoon. More than 15 officers responded to a fight at Madison East High School. A press conference is ongoing.
We will join it shortly. The vaccine rollout for kids 5 to 11 is in full swing. We stopped by a vaccine clinic in Wanakee today where parents are getting their children vaccinated.
And what could be the bipartisan infrastructure bill mean to you? We'll take a look at what's in the bill, plus why the Democratic social spending package is still in limbo. But as we mentioned today, 15 officers responded to East High School as a fight broke out between dozens of students.
Representatives from Madison East High School are having a news conference right now with more details. Let's listen in.
During that fight, an officer attempted to break up the fight and was assaulted by hands to the face. The officer then displayed 2 bursts of pepper spray into the crowd. That was the first one. That student was subsequently detained, and the officers made the decision to cite and release that person. That person was not taken into custody. Subsequently, several other small fights took place while the officers displayed a second burst of pepper spray and then allowed the staff to do their job. And so, you know, we were here simply to support the staff, and I think our officers did a good job giving the information that they had. One juvenile was cited, again, as I previously stated, for the assault on an officer, but that student was cited and released. A second student was cited for having an edged weapon. I'm not certain at this time if it was a pair of scissors or some other type of edged weapon, but that student was also cited and released to their parents. We understand that this incident occurred from a previous incident this weekend in the Rapkey neighborhood of our city. And so our officers, community officers, are engaging with the community to see if there's anything we can do in terms of conflict resolution. And Dr. Jenkins spoke about that. He spoke about what can we do as a community, you know, whether it's, fighting violence or gun violence or whatever it may be. It's important that we come together with conflict resolution skills. As adults, as members of this community, we have to reach out to our young people. We have to reach out to our community. Let them know that there is a place for them here in Madison, that it can be successful here in Madison. When we see conflicts brewing, when we see conflicts, whether it be in our neighborhoods or in our schools, we owe it as community members to intervene in a way that's professional and in a way that gives and lends respect to everyone. So we certainly support Dr. Jenkins and what's going on here at East High School in any way we can help or be involved in that safety planning process. We'll do that. You know, we're in new and uncharted territory right now, and so it's going to take some adjustment. I ask that our community be patient with us as we work through this, as Dr. Jenkins and his staffs work through a safety plan, and just know that today it was only an act of a few people. However, it affected many, but only for a short time. And so we'll take any questions.
Chief Sean Barnes recapping the events at Madison East High School this morning. 15 officers called to the school after a fight broke up, a fight that apparently started in a neighborhood over the weekend and ran into the school this morning.
We are continuing to stream the news conference on channel3000.com if you'd like to continue watching.
But a great day outside today. It's hard to believe it's November 8th.
It is.
I mean, what?
I know, 2.5 weeks from Thanksgiving.
Still not too bad as we cool down a little bit. Julian's in the backyard. What a day today.
That's right. What a day it has been, and it's still just going to continue to be nice as we head into the rest of our evening. As we can see outside of our sky cam, still plenty of clear blue skies. We're going into the rest of our evening hours, and it's going to be shaping up to be a pretty nice evening as we look ahead as well. It's 66 degrees as of right now. We're going to slowly but surely still hold on to cooler conditions as we go in throughout the rest of tonight. Cloud cover will begin to build as we get into the later parts of this evening going into tonight, but the 50s will definitely be pleasantly welcomed as we go into the night as well. For temperatures around southern Wisconsin, it's right 66 degrees here in Madison, but we're even still looking at upper and lower 60s throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Still holding on to very comfortable conditions for us as we're getting things rolling. And as we take a look, we are going to be seeing wind speeds into those calm side, but then as we switch over our gears, we're going to be seeing that traffic is not too bad as we're getting things rolling for us. Taking a look onto the belt line as of right now, as it's starting to load up, it's starting to see some slow conditions right into the eastern side of the belt line, but still some pretty green around the outside of it. So make sure that you're taking your time on the belt line. I'm going to send it back inside to you guys.
All right, Julie, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. 2 people are in the hospital and a dog is dead after a shooting in Oregon. Police there think it was the result of a fight between a man and a woman in an apartment complex. A woman called 911 around 7:45 this morning after being shot in the apartment on South Perry Parkway. When police got there, they heard more gunshots inside. They found a man and a woman both shot, the dog dead. Police say the 2 people shot were transported to the hospital by medics and remain in serious condition.
Everything is safe and that we're in the process of now investigating this incident. But yes, this isn't an everyday thing in this community.
People who live or drive along South Perry Parkway should expect police to be there much of the day, possibly into this evening. Well, the first big in-school vaccination drive in our area since the state approved younger kids getting Pfizer is underway this afternoon.
It pairs 2 groups that worked together on this before, SSM Health and Wanakee Schools.
Our Brad Hamilton is live in Wanakee with more. Brad?
Well, right now we're outside Prairie Elementary School as the district asks us not to be inside due to privacy concerns. But inside those walls, there is that vaccine clinic going on as volunteers are administering shots to 5 to 11-year-olds indoors. And this is one of dozens that SSM Health is planning to do across Dane County as they're working with schools to try and get these kids vaccinated. Now, we also wanted to share with you that this is not one of those walk-in at any time. You actually had to have an appointment for tonight's clinic. As a matter of fact, 480 students did sign up for today. And coming up at 5, we will be talking with the school superintendent about why they wanted to host this clinic tonight. Reporting in Wanakee, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you. The demand for answers is intensifying following the deadly tragedy at the Astro World Music Festival in Houston. 8 people were killed when a crowd of more than 50,000 pushed forward after rapper Travis Scott took the stage. People began passing out in the crush. Video shows first responders treating the injured, but authorities say they were overwhelmed. But some survivors say authorities did not do enough, like Basil Begg, who was at the festival with his brother.
He got lost in the crew. I looked over my shoulder. He was there 1 second. And he wasn't. He did not deserve this. He did not deserve this. He did not deserve this. Okay?
Travis Scott posted a video to Instagram the next day saying he was unaware of the severity of the situation in the crowd. His show did not end until about 10:10 p.m., almost 40 minutes after the mass casualty event had been declared. Both Scott and the concert promoters say they are cooperating with local authorities. President Biden returned to Washington today with a major legislative victory under his belt, a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. White House officials say the president will sign the bill soon.
Now the attention turns to the president's social spending and climate agenda. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
The Biden administration is taking a victory lap days after the House passed the roughly $1 trillion bipartisan physical infrastructure bill.
President Biden's historic bipartisan infrastructure deal will now become the law of the land, and it couldn't come at a more urgent time.
The bill includes $110 billion to repair aging highways, roads, and bridges, $105 billion to modernize rail and public transit, $65 billion each to strengthen the electrical grid and expand broadband access, and $55 billion to upgrade water pipes.
When exactly can Americans expect to see a difference in their lives?
The short answer is as fast as many of these agencies and workforces can absorb those dollars.
A handful of Republicans in both chambers supported the bipartisan bill. Top Senate Republican Mitch McConnell said Monday he was, quote, delighted by the House vote. But other members of his party disagree and promise an even bigger fight against the president's social spending plan.
The Democrats in D.C. and Republicans continue to waste your money, and I'm going to oppose it all the way along.
House Democratic leaders want to pass the nearly $2 trillion social spending bill as soon as next week, but moderates say they want to see a Congressional Budget Office score first.
What's most important is that this bill is fiscally responsible and paid for.
In the deal reached Friday, Democratic moderates in the House agreed to support the current bill if it does not add to the budget deficit, or else negotiations continue. Natalie Brent, CBS News, the White House.
And Wednesday, President Biden expected to go to the Port of Baltimore in Maryland to talk about how the infrastructure bill will upgrade the nation's ports and help ease ongoing supply chain disruptions.
The only person to survive getting shot by Kyle Rittenhouse testified at Rittenhouse's trial today. Gage Grosskreutz is a medic who was shot trying to stop Rittenhouse from fleeing the scene after he killed 2 men. Grosskreutz was shot in the arm moments after Rittenhouse fatally shot 2 others, Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber. Of the 3 people shot by Rittenhouse, Grosskreutz was the only one to survive. As a medic working that day, Grosskreutz did have a pistol on him for self-defense. Today, he spoke to why he didn't shoot at Kyle Rittenhouse first.
Like I said, that's not the kind of person that I am. That's not why I was out there. That's not why I was out there for 75 days prior to that. Why I spent, up until that point, spent my time, my money, my education, providing care for people. It's not who I am. And definitely not somebody that I would want to become.
Testimony during the first week of Rittenhouse's trial showed bystanders came to Grosskreuz's aid and placed a tourniquet on his arm before loading him into a vehicle that rushed him to a hospital. The FBI is leading an investigation into reports of remains found at Fort McCoy. Fort McCoy Media Relations says it is not yet confirmed if the remains are a person or an animal. Fort McCoy is situated on 60,000 acres in Monroe County, many of which are wooded and not regularly patrolled. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office is assisting the FBI in the investigation.
Every year, an average of 136,000 traffic crashes happen throughout the state of Wisconsin. Many of these crashes create a need for emergency response because of property damage or urgent medical needs. That's why Governor Tony Evers proclaimed this week Crash Responders Safety Week. You have some tips to keep you safe this winter. Make sure you move over and slow down when you pass an accident scene to provide a protective buffer for responders and the motorists behind you. And if you can steer it, clear it. Many drivers think that they should not move their car if they're involved in a fender bender or crash. However, if you are able, you should move your vehicles off the road for safety.
Our responders on the side of the road really need you to slow down so that we don't have a secondary incident and so that we can stay safe and go home to our families.
With the winter driving season coming soon, Crash Responders Safety Week is a timely reminder about the need for every driver to plan ahead, be patient, and exercise additional caution on the road.
A pizza truck visited state lawmakers at the Capitol today to promote the Fair Maps initiative. Everybody loves pizza, but nobody loves garbage pizza. That is the message the Wisconsin Fair Maps Coalition got out today in a unique way. The Wisconsin Fair Maps Coalition partnered with Represent Us to host today's event. Jerry's partisan pizza truck delivered the pizza to legislators to emphasize what they are calling the garbage districting maps proposed by Republican legislators.
Our government is no longer responsive to the people. It isn't responsive to Republicans. It's not responsive to independents. It's not responsive to Democrats, because legislators up there in the Capitol know they're going to get reelected if they can survive a partisan primary.
Republicans say the maps that they drew are fair. The truck is visiting Appleton tomorrow to spread the message about the garbage maps.
Giannis and the 2021 NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks were honored at the White House this afternoon. Players, coaches, ownership, team executives, and the Larry O'Brien Trophy were joined by President Biden on stage. This is the first time that the NBA champion has visited the White House since 2016. President Biden had some fun with Giannis, complimenting his 50-point effort in the final game against the Phoenix Suns.
To win the Bucks' first championship in 50 years. since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robinson won it for the Bucks. And the worst part is, I remember them both.
Unfortunately, I do too. Trips to the White House typically are built around team schedule, and the Bucks were in Washington on Sunday when they lost to the Wizards. They have a day off today before traveling to Philadelphia for their next game Tuesday night. Well, still to come at 4, millions of people cope with chronic back pain, mostly treated with drugs.
Well, how about treating the pain psychologically? That is the latest in treatment, and we'll find out more when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2022. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2022. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-855-597-0884 and make sure you're not missing out.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Welcome back. A new study shows e-cigarette users are more likely to have early strokes than traditional cigarette smokers.
Researchers at New York's Mount Sinai Hospital looked at almost 80,000 records over 3 years. They found stroke victims who vaped had their strokes at a median age of 48. That is 11 years younger than the 59-year-old median for cigarette smokers and 2 years earlier for stroke victims who did both, smoke and vape. It's unclear what leads to the strokes, but doctors hypothesize that it could be the nicotine found in both products.
A cybersecurity research firm says foreign hackers have breached 9 organizations in the defense, energy, healthcare, technology, and education sectors. At least one of those organizations is in the U.S. Palo Alto Network says the hackers stole passwords to gain long-term access to these organizations' networks. It's unclear who's responsible for the breach, but some of of the attackers' tactics overlap with those used by a suspected Chinese hacking group. Officials from the National Security Agency and the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency are tracking the threat.
Everything seems more expensive these days, from gas to food, and now 2 snack food companies say they're going to raise their prices. Expect to pay more for things like Oreos and mac and cheese and Kraft Heinz. They're all going to charge more for their products. One grocery distributor reports it received a letter from Kraft indicating that it plans to raise prices of some varieties of Jell-O and pudding by up to 16%, and some of its macaroni and cheese products will jump 20%. The company reportedly warned that prices on hundreds of its products will go up next year.
Well, stocks continue their upward climb on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials tacked on 104 points, closing at 36,432. The Nasdaq gained 10, and the S&P 500 ekes out its 8th straight day of gains for another record close. Well, millions of adults are coping with chronic back pain, which can significantly limit their ability to work and do other daily activities.
Now, researchers in Colorado are studying a unique non-drug treatment to eliminate that pain.
Naomi Ruckham has more on how a psychological therapy is helping some patients get their lives back.
Daniel Waldrip suffered with chronic back pain for 20 years. Doctors could never find the source.
I made the decision that I was going to keep running and trying to play golf and skiing, and I was just going to do it and pay the price.
He was willing to try anything for relief, including physical therapy and acupuncture.
It was getting progressively worse through the years. It just became part of life.
Then he heard about a treatment being tested called pain reprocessing therapy. Dr. Yoni Ashar led the research at the University of Colorado, Boulder.
Changes in the brain cause the pain to persist. Basically, the brain learns the pain. And what we tried to do in this study was teach people how to unlearn the pain.
In the study of about 150 people with chronic back pain, 66% of patients who had pain reprocessing therapy were pain-free or nearly pain-free after 4 weeks, compared to 20% of the placebo group and 10% of the non-treatment group. Most maintained relief for a year. Regions of the brain associated with pain were also changed after therapy.
The pain is always real. But if the problems lay in the brain, then the solution may lay there too. And so we taught people to think differently and to feel differently about their pain, to understand that the pain is basically a false alarm.
I started to believe that actually there was no injury, that no damage was being done. I didn't get better right away, but that was the turning point.
It's been 4 years since Waldrip took part in the research.
This changed everything for me. It gave me my life back.
A life without pain. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
I need that.
I was just going to say, you overdid it at the gym this weekend or something, right?
I did. I don't know what I can't even reach for this.
Well, that story is very well timed.
It is. Well, still to come, we'll meet a mother whose goal is to help families facing the same challenge she is.
She is creating gift boxes for families who have a hearing-impaired child under the age of 3. We'll have more on that coming up after Julian's First Warn forecast.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Greenwich burn. You try to make them stop before they come and drown. Those drops you'll see probably won't touch me. I want to stay for the holidays.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back,
You may need to target information. What? You may need to target information. No!
over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating the eyes and may provide temporary relief. Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease. It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid eye drop specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you are allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation.
application. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xydra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Eyes to release, symptoms decrease. Xydra can bring lasting relief.
This holiday, ask your doctor about Xydra.
Stanley Steamer loves Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Paul Ashik, local owner of Stanley Steamer here in Madison. We've been proudly cleaning your homes and businesses for over 30 years and will continue to keep your carpet, upholstery, area rugs, hard floors, and air ducts clean for many more. We strive to provide the best quality in both the services we provide and the equipment we use. That's why you've trusted us to keep Madison and southwestern Wisconsin homes cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful place to live. Call and book a cleaning today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Well, take a look at this. They say work smarter, not harder. You can see these guys reaching under this house in Norway and pulling out what appears to be a wooden fence post. Suddenly, it transforms by folding out into a full-size ladder.
Wow.
The two men found the ladder by accident while hiking through the woods and stumbled upon this cabin built in 1933. They believe the cool contraption is also nearly 90 years old, since the foundation of the home was clearly built with this ladder storage in mind.
That is so cool.
Great idea. Great idea.
That impressed me. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why didn't I think of that, right?
Why haven't any of us thought of that, Mark?
And why are we inside right now?
What a day today.
Absolutely. Luckily, well, I can't say luckily anymore, because we are going to be seeing a change, and it's a bit more or less favorable than we would want. We're going to talk more about what else to expect coming up in a few moments with the full forecast.
What makes new Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
Introducing Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. New luxury apartments for seniors 55 plus. Professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces. Generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Mark has been saying it all day long. Why are we inside? You shouldn't be inside because it's so gorgeous out. And look at how great it has been for us today. 67 degrees was the high that we have recorded so far for today. And it's not near the record, which is about 74 degrees set back in 1999. But our normal around this time of year, the average is 49 degrees. So that just goes to show you of how great of a November we've been having so far. Now, as we get things going for the rest of our evening, temperatures will start to slide into those 50s, but cloud cover will as well as we get into the rest of this evening hours and for tonight. But on top of that, it's still going to feel very mild. Our low for tonight is going to be around 44 degrees for the overnight low. Partly cloudy conditions for the evening, and then we're going to be more cloudy as we head into overnight, but it's still going to be very favorable. Now, one thing we are going to be keeping an eye on is for tomorrow into the rest of the week, because as this week cold front moves in, we're going to be looking at temperatures start to go into more close to those 50s and around 40s for the next few days. Especially with the overnight, we could be seeing some potential in some areas of seeing some rainfall, but not really much into the southern areas of Wisconsin. For us, we're going to stay on the dry side, even though cloud cover will still remain as we get into our Tuesday. Temperatures are once again going to be onto not as mild as today, but 50s are pretty good for November. Now, as we take a look, this is what we're going to be seeing in terms of the next setup that we're going to be keeping our eye on. The cold air that's going to be sweeping in as we get into about Thursday and Friday, as that cold front sweeps through, is going to be bringing in temperatures around the 30s as we head into this weekend. And on top of it, we're looking at chances of starting to see some real snowflakes. More wintry-like weather is heading in store for us as we get into our weekend. So that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on. But Thursday nights into our Friday is our best chance of us seeing precipitation in terms of rain and even some potential snowflakes that could be occurring or developing overnight because of the cold lows. As we go into the weekend, however, Sunday's looking to be the best chance for us to see another round of any kind of precipitation for us. But as we take a look at our 10-day or our 6 to 10-day temperatures, well, folks, we are looking for those temperatures to start to get a bit more closer to the average for us around this time of year, especially as we get into the back end towards next week. We're going to be looking at temperatures to be more into those 40s and hold into those 40s for quite a while. Now, as we take a look heading into the next few days, we're going to be into those middle 50s. Then we're going to slowly but surely start to make that drop into the low 50s as well. And then once we get into towards the weekend, we're looking for off and on days of types of precipitation from Friday and into Sunday. But just know we are going to start to look at some snowflakes, folks. And looking more like November. Yes, even more to remember. Sorry for the awkward pause, but yes, we're looking for some snowflakes, guys. Are you excited for snow or no?
Susan loves it.
Oh, I do love
the first snowfall.
Especially the first one. That's very exciting. But today we'll savor 67 degrees. What a gift really that is in November.
It is definitely a gift. Definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right, Julian, thank you.
Thank you, Julian. There is a woman in the 608 who's trying to help families going through the same thing her family is experiencing.
As Josh Brighter reports, a Madison mom is making it her goal to show folks that sometimes being different is a real strength.
When he was born and I grabbed it in my arms, I knew something was off. In my instinct, I just knew. What is this? Great.
Deanna Knott remembers every little detail about the birth of her son, Asher.
Cheers! That moment when you get the news is when we need the help the most, because you just don't know what to do.
The excitement of welcoming her second child with her husband also came with a lot of pain.
I never been around somebody with hearing loss, so I just didn't know who to go to, who to talk to, what to do.
After multiple failed tests, Asher was diagnosed with mild hearing loss at just 7 months old. At almost 2 now, he enjoys doing what any other kid does, playing with toys, of course. But he gets to do it with
your magic ears.
And after the support of some friends and neighbors, Deanna made it her mission to help other families going through the same situation.
This train is going 1,000 miles, and God is asking me, or you jump in or you get out. And I was like, I cannot stay still and not do something for families. Like, I can't let another parent feel how I felt. Like, I can't. Come on, help it out.
Earlier this year, Deanna started Asher's Gift Box, a nonprofit organization with the purpose of empowering and supporting newly diagnosed children under the age of 3 who are hard of hearing and their families.
Because when you go through something hard in life, you always think you're the only person going through something hard.
Inside Asher's Gift Box, you'll find a children's book with hard of hearing characters, an American Sign Language book, a t-shirt that says, I have superhero ears, and 2 pins that say, my child has superhero ears, a stuffed animal with a hearing device, which Deanna created herself. There's also a 3D hand with the love sign and a personalized note.
And it's something that will bring hope to all the families. That's just what matters to me.
So far, with the help of donations, she's sent more than 100 boxes to families of children with hearing loss in 10 states, Canada, and even overseas to the UK. And even though Deanna still sees some tough days,
And I just want them people to know, like, you're not the only family going through this journey. Like, you have other people walking with you.
In the 608, Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
And she runs her nonprofit out of the family business Embrace Wellness in Middleton and couldn't put these kits together without the support of the community.
So here's where you come in. There are several ways that you can donate to this cause, and Josh put a link on our website, channel3000.com, if you'd like to learn more. It is so powerful to know you're not alone.
Absolutely.
It makes a big difference.
Well, coming up next at 4, COVID took many things from us, but worst of all was the buffets. We'll tell you about the return of the Las Vegas buffet.
And then coming up next hour at 5, at the top of our show, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes spoke at Madison East High School. Our Naomi Coles will be live with all you need to know.
Starion Bank's mobile banking solutions can help you get it all done. Quickly open an account, set up alerts, and more. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities at StarionBank.com.
Keep your home looking sharp with shelving solutions from Menards. Whether you need extra storage or want to add an accent to your living space, Dakota Shelving has the solution for you. Choose from our great collection of sizes and finishes to suit your needs. Elevate your style with our assortment of sturdy and beautiful Designer's Image shelf brackets. All Designer's Image shelf brackets and Dakota storage solutions are 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, get a 2021 Escape, Edge, or EcoSport with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash.
Starion Bank's mobile banking solutions can help you get it all done. Easily move money with Zelle and Transfer Now. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities at StarionBank.com.
Tonight at 5, we're searching for more information on why over a dozen officers responded to a Madison East High School call this morning.
I hope you enjoyed today's mild weather. While temperatures will be cooler for the next couple of days, they'll still be above normal. Colder weather with chances for flurries arrive by the weekend. My forecast at 5.
And then at 6, vaccine trials for babies through 5 years old. It is happening right now. How UW Health is involved and their partnership with Moderna. That's coming up at 6.
Well, New York City's got pizza, Philly has cheesesteaks, Texas known for his barbecue.
But Las Vegas has them all. The all-you-can-eat buffet has reigned in Sin City for more than 70 years.
And now, after COVID shutdowns, it's back. Mark Strassman traveled to Las Vegas to show us how the buffets are still the safest bet in town.
Las Vegas learned early how to satisfy any appetite. But before the Rat Pack crooned, acrobatics defied the laws of gravity, or divas demanded our adoration. Food took center stage. Now an American tradition, the all-you-can-eat buffet started here. Part smorgasbord, part trough.
Friday nights we do a seafood night. We'll go through 3,500 pounds of crab legs in one night.
Is it impressive or appalling or a little bit of both?
I think it's impressive. Yeah,
Michael Kennedy oversees this buffet at the South Point Hotel Casino off the Strip. 7 days a week, roughly 2,500 grazing gamblers eat here. It's old school Vegas value. A $9.95 breakfast includes bottomless Bloody Marys.
We are a loss leader. We're here to draw guests into our casino, and it certainly works.
Anthony Curtis publishes the Las Vegas Advisor, a monthly insider's guide to this city's limitless temptations. He says buffets here keep evolving, like Vegas itself.
A lot of it has been every next buffet trying to do better than the one before it and become the buffet in Vegas.
Which makes it like every other part of Vegas.
Vegas is the most competitive city in the world.
But starting last March here, nothing could compete with COVID. Sin City shut down. All 60 Vegas buffets stopped serving. Only 11 have reopened.
Anything you need, my friend, let us know, okay?
Including the Bacchanal buffet at Caesar's Palace, the luxe end of gluttony. $75, the priciest pig out in the city.
Does the buffet reflect the general decadence of Vegas in general?
Oh, 100%. If you walk through our buffet, you will have exactly that sensory overload. You don't know where to start, where to begin.
If you can't find what you're in the mood for here, that's on you. 9 ethnic cuisines, 280 different dishes.
The buffets were the very first thing to close down. And then the Strip closed down right after. These are one of the last things to come back now. I think it's a huge indicator that, Vegas is back.
That means 2 things. Millions every year will leave Vegas poorer, but no one will leave here hungry. I'm Mark Strassman.
The hummus is good.
Yeah. Eating myself silly in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Tough assignment.
Yeah, we were just there a month ago, and I was amazed how expensive the food is.
Well, that's the thing. They used to be very inexpensive, the buffets. That was the whole lure, but now they're a little pricey.
The flights are cheap, the rooms are cheap.
Yeah.
Not the food.
Well, it's good the buffets are back.
Absolutely. Bottomless Bloody Marys.
Still
coming for more new movies. Continue to hit screens big and small.
Film critic Will Loper will tell us what to watch and what to skip when Live at 4 continues.
Building game changers one swing at a time. Ashlyn, tell us the mission of First Tee and what the overall goal is.
So we are a youth development organization that focuses on teaching valuable life skills as well as an academic remediation piece. So there's 150 chapters. We're one of 5 that have an academic component, and we really focus here on what's important to us here in Madison, which is closing that opportunity gap and helping our kiddos right here in Dane County.
And core values, I know, is a big deal, and that's something that is not only talked about here practicing the game of golf, but also in the classroom.
Definitely. So one of the most important core values that we see our kids display is confidence. They come in and they're very hesitant, they're scared, and you just work with them throughout that 12 weeks, and then you see them blossom. They're raising their hand, they want to stand up, they want to share, they want to show you what they've learned, and that is so exciting.
Does this inspire you right now? Tell us why people should give.
People should give because you never know where your $1 will make a difference, and First Tee is so much more than golf. We have many stories, but we are here working together with our community to close that opportunity gap.
FirstTSCW.org, right? Ashley, thank you.
It was my mom who wanted me to try new things. Like, I think I started in 3rd grade. As a former participant in First Tee, I now want to give back and help other kids like me learning how to read and play golf at the same time.
Please give to the First Tee. We greatly appreciate all that you do to help our kids become better people and live better lives.
From Cherokee Country Club, I'm Emmy Fink.
And your blood is medicine.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
And checking in on our traffic real quick, we do have an accident that was reported along the Beltline. So if you were trying to travel on the Beltline, that is not the way to go as of right now. It is backed up all the way close towards Middleton as of right now. So we are seeing 2 lanes that are blocked and closed off on the Beltline westbound as of right now, which is even leaking into Fish Hatchery Road if you're trying to break off. It is really slow as of right now, almost standstill traffic. So try to find an alternate route if you can. And then as we take a look onto the interstates, well, it's a different story. All green and ready to go. That's going to do it for our traffic. Over to you guys.
All right, Julie, I think it's eastbound, not westbound.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, it is eastbound. I got my directions switched.
All right, thank you. It's time for Potentially Yours here on Live at 4. This week's featured pet is Pamela.
She was transferred to DCHS from an overcrowded shelter in Alabama. Pamela is a shy 2-year-old. Oh, what a face. Looking for a patient family. Oh, she looks a little sad there.
She does.
She likes to snuggle up once she's comfortable. Pamela is a sweetheart who enjoys the outdoors. She prefers calm voices, and she likes turkey lunch meat.
So do my dogs.
Who doesn't? Our friends from DCHS say the best home for Pamela would have family members who are teenage or older. Pamela has been waiting longer than we would like to find a new home. She's a member of the Lonely Hearts Club, and if you'd like to adopt her, her fee has been reduced.
This week is National Animal Shelter Appreciation Week, and there are numerous ways the public can help celebrate. You can adopt a shelter animal, donate to a shelter like DCHS, host or participate in a fundraising benefiting an animal shelter, and shop at the thrift store, where all sales benefit Dane County Humane Society. More ideas to celebrate at the website, giveshelter.org.
Let's take a look at last week's pet. This was, remember, Good Boy, the cat. Oh, we have good news.
She's been adopted.
Yes, Good Boy has been adopted.
He's been adopted,
yeah,
I guess.
Right.
Good boy. If you're interested in adopting or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413. Well, people are starting to go to the movies again. Box office numbers are up.
Here with the latest box office takes is our film critic, Will Loper.
We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
That was a clip from Marvel's latest film, Eternals, which opened slightly below expectations at $71 million. However, it was still the 4th best opening of the year. But is it worth seeing?
You guys are gonna love the next scene. I come in on a wire, because, you know, I can't fly. Wait, are we getting back together?
We need to talk.
The deviants are back. We don't know how many there are. You need to come with us.
Salma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, Gemma Chan, and many more star as ancient beings put on Earth to protect humans from deviants. This comes from director Chloe Zhao, last year's Oscar-winning director for Nomadland. And although we get plenty of CGI battles, it's the intimate human touch Chloe brings that makes this Marvel movie stand out from the rest.
We have helped them progress and seen them accomplish wonders.
Not all of the film works, and it's long in both runtime and in covering millennia of Earth's history. But its fantastic diversity, which includes a deaf superhero and exploration of themes of right and wrong, make Eternals a satisfying watch. Also new in theaters and opening at number 8 with a disappointing $2.15 million is the film Spencer.
Family are all gathered in the drawing room. They are waiting.
3 days. That's it.
However, its box office performance should be no deterrent to seeing the film, which stars an excellent Kirsten Stewart as Princess Diana.
You have to be able to do things you hate.
You hate?
There has to be two of you. There's the real one and the one they take pictures of.
Pablo Larraín directs, who brought us 2016's Jackie, and the film has a similar feel, spotlighting the toll being so directly in the public spotlight can bring upon an individual, and is well worth seeing. Over on streaming services, new on Netflix is the reality series Swap Shop.
I love the smell of metal and rust in the morning.
Collectors go on the hunt for treasures while listening to a radio show in Tennessee.
Better go. You don't know how many other people are hearing the exact same thing.
You never know what you're gonna get. Where am I?
New on Netflix Wednesday is the nature show Animal. For family viewing, new on Paramount Plus Wednesday is Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Shouldn't we try to hide him or something?
It's New York. No one will even notice.
New on Showtime, everyone's favorite lumberjack is back in Dexter New Blood.
Don't be ashamed. A lot of folks get queasy at the sight of blood. It gets to me every time.
And new on Apple TV Plus Thursday is The Shrink Next Door.
I think I can help you. The first thing I'm going to do is completely unethical. I'm going to give you a hug. I'm a hugger.
Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd star as a patient and psychiatrist who develop an unhealthy relationship.
Is he your psychiatrist?
Psychiatrist, business partner, best friend.
How does all of that work?
He just has no boundaries, and I don't trust him.
Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Lots of good stuff. We'll be right back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Don't miss the 32nd Annual Winter Art Fair off the Square, November 13th and 14th at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Featuring over 100 Wisconsin exhibitors with a wonderful selection of ceramics, paintings, glass art, wood, jewelry, and much more. Place your bids at our silent auction Saturday only. Children will enjoy the Young Collectors Corner. Buy local for the holidays. The Winter Art Fair off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker
Redistricting, a big deal in the state right now. Tonight at 5, what's being offered and how Governor Evers may respond to the latest proposal. Plus a fight at Madison East High School this morning. Was it so bad that pepper spray had to be used? We're getting some answers.
They lost their cafe to the COVID pandemic, but a Barneveld couple refused to abandon their community.
We'll just come in and feed people.
And no one has to pay a penny. Susan Simon shows you how they're doing it. Thursday on News 3 now at 6.
A mild night is in store for us, and Gary Canolti will have your full forecast coming up at 5.
Vitens Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The Vitens Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for only $3.99. Upgrade to a Queen Harmony Luxe mattress starting at just $15.99 and get a free weighted blanket. The Harmony Luxe uses recovered plastics from the ocean to create a durable and luxurious fabric. And with Steinhoffels' 120-night sleep guarantee and free delivery, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
An official message from Medicare.
Did you try it yet?
Comparing plans?
Oh yeah, they sure can change year to year.
I found lower premiums.
And lower prescription costs.
That'll save you money.
So, Mark?
On Medicare.gov now.
Open enrollment ends December 7th.
Use the plan finder at Medicare.gov to compare Medicare health and prescription plans.
Comparing plans really pays.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The snow, the ice, the bitter cold. The joys of a Midwestern winter. Keep your family warm, safe, and comfortable with 30% off Feltco windows and no interest for 1 year. Our energy-efficient windows will keep the harsh weather out and the heat in. So get those drafty windows replaced now.
30% off Feltco windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
What makes new Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Vitens Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at Vitens Golfland.
In today's Final Touch, good news for fans of the TV show Stranger Things.
You can live in your own upside-down world. The fans have a limited time to immerse themselves in replica sets and buy themed merchandise at pop-up stores in New York and Los Angeles. The stores feature many aspects of the show, including Joyce's living room, the Starcourt Mall, a Russian lab, and the Palace Arcade. Shoppers can play on the arcade games, hear the characters talking through telephones and walkie-talkies, and come face-to-face with a demagogue. There's also an opportunity for visitors to design their own t-shirts and to crack a code to open a rift to the upside-down world. The stores opened this past weekend.